Hello everyone, this is Ecos Blacks here yet again, and we are here for not PSGL but a new series I've joined. It is TML, the Masters League, and we are here in Tier 4 Bahrain. We were trying to get in Tier 2, but they didn't let us in Tier 2, so we're pretty much just gonna have to do with what we got. And honestly, I'm actually okay with this. I'm just trying to kind of build on something and continue to get better at the game, because the motivation is just not there. But let's take a look at the roster. We have me, LRE Storm. I know Kiki, Maze. I know a couple of those guys, but everyone else is pretty much new. Haven't really gotten to know anybody else in here, and our teammate is I am Silas, as you see here on the screen. But we are coming to finish our first lap, and it is going to be P5, which wasn't bad, but as you saw, we dropped down to P9, and yeah, obviously you don't want to start mid-pack, especially no formation lap. And another thing about this tier is there is no safety cars, considering there was a lot of safety cars last season, which honestly I'm actually okay with, to be honest. I mean, honestly, league racing is just kind of getting old with the same like 4 safety cars, 4 safety cars a race. It just messes up the strategy, and it makes it even worse because the soft tires aren't really that good anymore. So you only can get about 5 laps, I would say, max with the soft tires. But yeah, I mean, pretty much if you get wing damage or something like that, your race is pretty much done, because you don't have a lot of tires to go through. You only have 1 set of hards and 1 set of mediums, considering the free tire choice, and you use all your softs in qualifying. But if you could get a free quality set of mediums, then yeah, you would get 2 sets, but you don't need it, so they only give you 1 set. I would probably say give us maybe 1 more set of mediums, honestly. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of like it at the same time, because it just makes the racing, it kind of does make people have to be more careful. But anyways, coming on to the end of the lap, we are going to see where we rank up versus everyone else, and it's going to be P3, almost 6/10 off. Because just to let you know, Bahrain is not one of my favorite tracks. It's not a track I feel confident at. I just don't really have the confidence at this racetrack. I just always kind of struggled here. 2020, I was actually okay. I mean, I didn't really race against like actual league racers, to be honest. But ever since 2021, I just really haven't liked this track. I just really haven't built confidence for it. I mean, it's been a good racetrack for me. I can get some pretty decent results here and have pretty good pace, but in terms of luck and all of that, it usually never goes my way. So we're seeing if we can change it here today. But yeah, as you can see, the strategy, we're just making sure we put the hards on, because the hard to mediums is basically the medium to soft from last game. And yeah, so for the first race of TML for us and the season for everyone so far, lights out and away we go. And we get a pretty decent start. I'm not really looking to make something big out of turn 1, but going into turn 1, we get hit, and we actually get rear wing damage. And yeah, I already knew that pretty much was probably going to kill our race, because around this track is very rear limited. So you are going to have to get every inch of downforce you can, and
really, bro,
I could already feel the effects. I just was struggling so much, and you can see I'm already sliding going into corners. So now I just got to take it as easy as I can and really just kind of build up my confidence. But I don't want to get too high confidence and wreck the car. But honestly, right now I'm just completely frustrated, and I could tell you that the Mercedes was actually desync, because he said on his screen he didn't hit me. And yeah, I looked at the live stream, and definitely did not look like he spun me out. It looked like just straight up, as we go by the Ferraris there, it just looked like straight up desync, as you can see is here, just sliding the rears. You know, again, we're losing rear downforce, and this corner right here is probably going to be the worst corner of all. So, because you really need every inch of downforce you can get, as people are spinning though left and right. So, and I think everyone gets points. I don't know, but I think everyone does get points from the way it looks. So, and going up to the main straight, there's a big crash as two cars make contact, and I think both of them DNF as one person heads to the pits in the Mercedes. And yeah, now moving on to lap 3, or heading on the 4, you can see that the AlphaTauri is pretty much going to get by, and I just let him go. I'm not really trying to fight, you know. Yes, a car, you see a car retires. I'm not really trying to fight. I'm just trying to make up time and try to use let the medium runner actually guide me and see if we can actually, you know, make something out of this. Because I will be honest though, this race was not very good in terms of driving standards. It was very, very bad. As you see here, we lose the rear end, but we don't DNF, which is good. You know, I just want to, honestly, I'm just going to use this league to kind of just build my confidence up, because the way you build confidence is obviously getting more of a feel for the track, not spinning out, all those type of things. And that's just what I had at the end of F1 2021. I just had confidence, and I just felt the car wasn't, well, I felt it could spin out, but I really felt like I was really in control of my race for once. So, and I don't have that right now. So, yeah, right now, I'm kind of just thinking now, okay, let's see if we can get into the DRS if we can, or just stay as close with him as we can with the Haas, because his tires will fall off eventually. But right now, we are in the top 10, and you can see the top 2 are just completely out of here. But Podium is actually not that far ahead. It is really not. As the Haas spins out, and I think he retired. No, I think he's still going. Yeah, he's still going. I thought I saw a wheel fall off, but yeah, he's still going. So we are up to 8th as someone pitted. I think they got damaged, and then an AlphaTauri spins out. But then coming on the exit, he spins out again, and yeah, so we're up to 7th now. So we're looking good. My teammate's ahead, and honestly, I'm pushing as hard as I can to get to my teammate as a Red Bull pits. And this is the thing about the hard tires. If you start on the mediums, it takes the hards a while to like, you know, warm up. So you're going to be losing time compared to the warm hards and old hards, and people usually want to end the race on the best tire they can. Kind of like real life, you know, they end the race on the hard tires usually, because the hard tire is just the better tire. You know, it's more consistent, doesn't overheat, and you can actually push on it a lot. So, but on this game, you usually want to be on the mediums. As you see us make a mistake here, and that actually caused the Red Bull to spin out here. So, yeah. And then his teammate, who's actually already pitted, he's starting to gain on us. And honestly, I'm just thinking I'm not gonna race him. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. And yeah, because we're pitting this lap. As you can see, our hard tires, without the rear wing, it's basically taking a lot of damage. We mess up the final corner, as I do a lot. I take too much curb a lot of the time, and yeah, that costs us a lot of time as we are locking up the rears. But going into the pit box, I actually was set to pit coming to lap 17, but I pitted coming to lap 18 because I was thinking, yeah, let me just get the freshest tires I can, honestly, because the more I continue, or the earlier I pit, obviously the worse it's going to be. So I just need to stretch these tires as long as I can, and then I decided to pit. But you can actually see, I think that Mercedes was ahead of me, if I'm not mistaken, and then the other Mercedes of Mays is trying to get by, and you can see me getting pushed through the corner. And right now, I'm trying to stay ahead of these guys because I don't want to let neither one of them get by me, as you see me warming up tires. But going through here, you can see the AlphaTauri has just got way too much grip, and there's just really nothing I can do. I tried to kind of back up the corner a bit, as you just see him completely stop you know, to make the corner. So yeah, that sucks because now we lost DRS to the guy in front. But honestly, we probably would have been going slower if I was leading. So honestly, I'm not too mad. But now we just got to stay in the DRS, and yeah, you can see he still got cold tires. And now I knew, yeah, I gotta hit the ERS button and use the DRS to kind of stay close with him as I could, because I'm expecting him to drop me out of DRS, to be honest, right now. And yeah, we actually have a Ferrari, I think, going, yeah, you can see on the track map, a Ferrari is going into the pits. And right now, Maze is starting to actually lose me a bit, and I'm starting to get my tires warmed up. So now I'm thinking, okay, I see his light blinking, so now I'm thinking I'm pretty fast and straight. I'm actually gonna go and attack him here, as the Ferrari is actually coming out the pit box, and the AlphaTauri goes defensive. So I'm actually gonna go around the outside, and the Ferrari is completely sliding or missing the turn one, but going up through the little uphill, the Ferrari just doesn't have the grip. But we do, and now I'm actually gonna go down the inside. But you'll see the Ferrari just turns in, which didn't understand, but you know, I guess whatever. And now going into the S's, he turns in on me, and then we get hit by Maze, and yeah, we're DNF. But honestly, I felt I could have probably hit the lane as much a little bit better. But honestly, it was I would say both of our faults, honestly. I ain't gonna put it all on him. That's my fault too. Honestly, shouldn't have even been in that situation to begin with. So yeah, just unfortunate. As yes, we do not finish the race, but here are at least the podium finishers. LRE Dane did win the race, and Ghost finished second, and Jelly, who actually finished on the podium, comes third. So we were actually around him. So we actually could have been on the podium. But this is the points. As you see, 8 people DNF'd. And yeah, Red Bull leads the constructors. We are 8th in constructors. And next race is coming up in 2 days at Hungary. So I am kind of looking forward to that. My first race in Hungary. I think it definitely should be a fun one. But yeah, I started to have some bad luck recently in league races, and you'll see some more later. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for me. Ecos Blacks. I will see you guys next time.